A dream like to spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From mint coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto dreams. Diving into meme coins. He's got the.
Good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Welcome to the Swarm Report. It's Wednesday. October, what is it? 8th. You know, more than that, better than that. The best part of today. Hey, it's Unicorn Day. Yeah. Virtual's Genesis replacement. Unicorn, we've heard all the details. We've heard enough details. I want more, baby. I want more. But man, today is the day it arrives officially, as in, look, the platform's live, and we're actually getting our first launches here today. So there's a lot to be looking for and excited for over in the Virtuals ecosystem. I think I'm actually not so sure. Look, we're going to talk a lot today about, well, kind of a lot of the usual topics as of the past week. Yes, Virtuals, the Unicorn launches. How are they going to do? The strategy tokens, maybe not going as well as we were hoping. Might be a symptom of the market. Kind of think it is, but a little pain in the market kind of all around yesterday. That is the broader market. Also, yeah, and those strategy tokens and pain in a few ways. Guys, they actually launched the Max Pain strategy token yesterday, stealth launch. Not planned. Did it go as well as we were hoping according to plan? Yeah, we'll dive into that. But we're gonna put a big focus on those and what's coming next. We got to talk these unicorn projects. Cats, good morning, man. Join the GMs, man. There's fun stuff happening, dude. Yeah. It's nice for a change, because just 2 weeks ago we were all complaining how there's nothing to do and nothing fun and what. Like, there's some fun out there at least right now. At the very least, there's that. And is there money to be made? Yeah, you better believe there is. It just depends on where you're looking. Now, guys, I actually played the Pain strategy token yesterday, so I'll walk you through how I played it when I got in, what it's looking like right now. It's not great, but there were opportunities there. So we'll get into some specifics. Smash the like on the show. We're live on Abstract. We're live on X. We're live on YouTube. You know the drill. Come over to the YouTube side. Hit the like over here and make sure you subscribe over here. There's going to be, guys, I've been saying a lot. We're ramping up the SlamAI platform. What's up, Hoods? Good to see you. SlamAI platform is ramping up with some really major new pillars of our ecosystem. There's going to be some more rebranding. We do that when we need to, right? You see these projects that kind of shift gears and change, and we just saw it with Virtuals again, right? Genesis to Unicorn. There will be some rebranding going on here in a few places. Don't be surprised if some of the X accounts actually get rebranded too, to fit what we're doing. And I think you'll like everything that we got cooking, but just be aware of that. So it's extra important to be following these accounts. Otherwise, name changes, you might kind of miss it. Might even have a name change on this show too. I'm not sure on that one. I think name matters this much, but some changes coming to the show and stuff that's going to be really fun. I'll speak a little more on that here shortly. Anyway, follow me on X. It's Hudah_idiot. Follow Swarm_AI. And yes, most importantly, follow SlamAI_XYZ. The white paper's up on the site. Go to slamai.xyz. Check that out. Very excited to get that ramped up. Mufasa, good morning, dude. Good to see you. Market right now, funny enough, it feels I don't want to say bearish, wrong word, right? But it feels like we're pretty bipolar, right? We flip from like it's boring and the market's trash and is the end coming to like we get close to euphoria. I said the other day it's not euphoria when Bitcoin hit all-time high. Didn't feel euphoric at all. In fact, some interesting metrics out there show that still nobody's talking about it. Here we are. We'll look at Bitcoin, but over 120K and parts of crypto Twitter doesn't feel great. Maybe that's what we can say. We do have some stuff that can move the market, though. Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. I'm really curious about this. More rate cuts coming. We're expecting them still this year. We're expecting rate cuts still this year, more. Is there a chance we get more than we're expecting, though? And we should probably peek at Polymarket, Kalshi, get a feel for what people are expecting. But will he start talking about it more tomorrow? And if so, that does move the market. We'll be watching for that. Andrew, good morning. Alizar, good morning. Quantum's the new meta. Oh, interesting, dude. It's always got to be something, right? There's always some kind of like buzzword sector that has got all the attention and focus. It's kind of like we've been saying, though, guys. If it's a sector that people don't understand, they're going to throw money at it. It's true. It's kind of why AI has cooled off a bit because people are wrapping their heads around it. We've gotten a feel for AI now. We're like, it's great. We like it. The tech makes sense. We get where this is going, but we're also starting to understand more like what's reality. Where are we at now? How far off is that special time from coming? And with AI, it feels like it might be a little further off. Maybe quantum's the new thing. You know what I mean? Maybe quantum's the new thing. It's like, oh my God, quantum makes sense. If we're talking just in general quantum, like quantum compute, so we can all of a sudden be like, yeah, quantum computing is it. It's the future. It's going to change everything, which it is. But people throwing money at it, hell yeah. All right, now this last market pullback we just saw, look, we hit 126. Beautiful. Bitcoin, 126K. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, market dumps to what? 121? We're like, what's going on here? Is it government shutdown related? What's going on? Guys, maybe more than ever, I'm convinced of what Marty Party's been selling us for a long time too, man. He's been preaching this for a while, and he's got the data to back it up too. This looks like another, maybe an instance of Binance manipulating the market through their market makers, right? They are trading, guys, I believe this is true. They are trading against us. And it happens all the time. And Marty's great about showing these liquidation levels and almost to the exact number can predict how far we're going to dump down to. And it happened again. So will things like the Market Structure Act, right? Will that actually change things? Are they going to start regulating these offshore exchanges somehow, some way where they can't trade against us? That is what's happening. And so whatever happened here over the past few days, if you chalk it up to that, and I kind of think it is just that, no biggie. We resume the fun stuff, kind of maybe even now. We'll see. Market's recovering. Bitcoin back to 123, looks great. ETH 4,500. BNB all-time high. Just barely. I think 1311 was all-time high. We're just a couple bucks off. BNB's right there. BNB's, guys, up 27% in the past week. Come on, man. Dude, gold is wild right now. Gold is wild. I hear a lot of people talking about, should we be repricing everything in gold? And it makes sense. Right? Debasing's happening. The dollar's becoming more and more worthless. Nothing's keeping up with gold, really. Do we have to start pricing things in gold? It's an interesting conversation. Even Bitcoin's not keeping up with gold. It's not like it always does, but it's getting very interesting out there. Silver hitting 50. Huh. Here we go. Ripple at 288. What else we got? Solana 222. It looks pretty damn good out there, guys. It does. A few days of pulling back. We got to expect it. We've been here for cycles, guys. These 5% swings shouldn't shake us, shouldn't phase us. What's missing? It is the key missing ingredient. It's belief. It's still belief. It's still no. When we talk virtuals, this really ties in there. It's not having that belief in so many things, like when the cycle ends, what's the sector that people really believe is you know pushing into a new direction, like the future direction. And there's no belief in any one area, one sector, it makes trading very hard. And I think that's what we're missing is like some solid footing here. Prices look great, but it's belief that's missing. And it's kind of surprises me because still, I bet all of you too, underlying tech and what's happening here, we bet that this was coming and happening. I still believe, boys. I still believe. Let's take a peek at the ETFs. Let me get the oh, wow. Hang on. I just saw a little, not breaking news, but something I didn't see yesterday. Interesting. In the world of the strategy tokens. Give me a quick second. I got to get the show retweeted. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just retweet, not quote. I'm going to drop it in the chat too. Throw a little love on this bad boy. By the way, Dropking, good morning, man. Mike Bennett, good morning. Good to see you guys. Yeah, let me just put this up here real quick, guys. And we're going to get to strategy tokens, but we saw an unofficial, well, let's just say a non-token work strategy token. It was a puppet strategy over in Bitcoin. And it wasn't moving the needle much. I was very curious about it. Looks like they're shutting that down. Discontinuing the project. I'm just seeing this for the first time. Timeline for proper flywheel feels too stretched. Beanie pointed this out yesterday, and I'm with him. Everybody's using that term wrong. I even used it wrong just to be lazy. Everybody's using flywheel as like just to describe like the mechanics. It's not a flywheel. We'll also talk about that. Failed to catch interest from trusted community members. The vibe is OGs want their a legit strat. Okay. I don't hate this. Somebody might have come in and tried to launch that puppet strategy on their own without like the blessing of the community, and they were already pushing on their own. That's actually interesting. So I know guys like in the Kongs community were looking to build their own. I would prefer a much like more official strategy token. That's kind of interesting here. Yeah, dude, super interesting. I like that. Okay, he closed his dev token positions. Barely made anything. I don't trust anything people say, by the way. This is... Oh, okay, hang on. This is the creator of Bitcoin Puppet, so let's see what he says. Don't give up what you believe in, even if the odds are against you. Plenty of time. Yeah, weird. Okay, a lot of people like still supporting the guy. When I see something like that, I start questioning the dude's intentions. There's a lot of people here LARPing, and they're not grinders and builders. And this might be a guy who tried the thing, was hoping it got hot quick, and it didn't. He doesn't want to push and build and put the time in. Could be. Here, we'll talk more about that after. Interesting, though. Back to ETFs. How are we looking yesterday? I bet pretty damn good. Yeah, there we go. 875 million inflows on the Bitcoin side. Solid day. It's funny where that's just solid. We're getting spoiled by big numbers. That was a big number. On the east side, 420 million inflows. Great stuff. And over on Solana, 14.6 mil. Pretty damn big day in the Solana ETFs too. Looking great. All right. All this market action, boys. It looks great to me, man. It looks great. And yet, like I'm talking about on X, still quiet. I can tell you in the metrics in engagement, still low. I'm telling you, people are not paying attention right now. They're not. And it's both our friends on crypto Twitter, and it's like the super normies on the outside. They're not paying attention. And there will be a magic number that Bitcoin hits, or a new product or innovation, or some type of new regulation, or the Bitcoin strategic reserve. Something's going to happen that catches their attention, and they're going to come flooding back in here. We hope, I believe. But dude, check it out right now. I'm looking at Google search trends, searching for BTC. Let me even check Bitcoin. And it's pretty damn low. If I look at Bitcoin, what this measures is it's a scale from 0 to 100. 100 is all-time high, right? So it's not like percent, just it's its own value system. But BTC is at a 12. Bitcoin's at 25. We're only a quarter way up from all-time high. or a quarter of the way. We're how about this? 3/4 down from all-time high. This is going back to last cycle. Even where we peaked this cycle so far, this is November last year, Bitcoin got to 66. No, actually a little higher. No, there we are, 66. BTC got to 27. Even then, it was so far off previous all-time high. Look, maybe we never get back there. Maybe we don't. I believe we do. If you're like me and you believe Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin, you better believe everybody's going to be talking about Bitcoin when we start making that move. And part of that move happens this cycle and already has started. But interesting to see where we're at attention-wise. This is not measuring crypto Twitter and just crypto bros. This is measuring everybody searching for that term. And not many people are. It means there's a lot of attention still to come, a lot of upside to come still too. That keeps me pretty optimistic about things, right? We've got 2 market bills coming, hopefully this year. They should be coming Q4. Well, we're even hoping like by November. And of course, the government shutdown is pushing everything. But it is coming, right? This is separate. This is just an SEC plan. This is not going to be a law, but formalize an innovation exception for crypto. Meaning, guys, and this actually moves the needle for us. The way we've structured things behind the scenes internally, the way that crypto companies are structuring their companies. There are so many things you need to do to get, into, compliance and workarounds to have tokens and whatever, right? Whereas the SEC now wants people to be able to just build and not have to worry about that stuff. And so if you're innovating, if you're building, you get an exemption from certain requirements, Gravity, good morning, man. That does move the needle. Get that cooking. By the end of the year, that should be in place. Good stuff. All right, now over in memes, we'll touch this very surface level, but I have to just keep pushing this down your throat because I'm sure you see it on the timeline. But look, memes on Solana, not great. Memes on Binance, whole different story. Over on BSC, guys, crazy. I'm looking over on Deck Screener at the top trending tokens of the past 24 hours. Every single token you can see on the screen here. So we're looking at what, the top 16, 17, 18, whatever. Out of the top 20, let's go even further. Out of the top 20, only one trending token is a Sol token. The rest are all Binance tokens. Huge stuff going on there, and everybody's exiting. Everybody's exiting Solana. They're over to Binance. I see people comparing this to like the bonk tokens versus the pump fund tokens and this quick PvP thing that didn't last. A lot of people saying the same thing's happening here. This is just a little short-term phase. I lean that way, but then again, I don't bet against CZ in his power. It's fair point, Luna. Stop looking, start buying. Yeah, there's money. There's a lot of money flowing over there, man. Big dude. I'll show you a couple examples, but I do have to point out just what's happening over there. We're looking over at BSC. Look at TVL climbing and actually rocketing here. What, in the past week and a half, 2 weeks? Crazy. Dex volume also cooking 6.4 bill just yesterday. Actually, that's still today. So that's still being added to. So yeah, yesterday 6 bill. This current 24-hour period, 6.4 bill. Stablecoin market cap keeps climbing. Almost 14 bill. Just incredible things happening over there right now. Your timeline, you probably see everybody paying attention, like starting to move over there. If you do yourself, you're late, but also there's still a lot of life to it as well. In fact, this is a poll. We need a poll real quick. This is actually pretty important. This is pretty important. So Mufasa's saying zig when others zag. I don't know if they all zagged already. This is what we need to find out. Either, hey, you can say you missed the BNB trade or the BSC meme coin trades. You could say that, and you wouldn't be wrong to say it's time to start looking for the other thing, the next thing. That's not dumb. But there's a lot of money over there, and I don't think everybody's zagged yet. I don't think the zag is done. Okay. Quick poll. Here, let's end. Hit the like, guys. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, poll is up. Have you started trading over on BSC yet? Luna, I think there's just a crazy opportunity there right now. I think it's early enough that you probably are smart for if you bridge money over and start getting in there. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that a ton, Alizar. Helps a ton. Thank you, man. Random. I'll tell you who in a minute, but we got a guest tomorrow, not on the morning show. We're going to have a special second edition of the show tomorrow. Okay, so just a quick heads up. What's up, Mickey? Oh, love your squiggle, dude. I'm more than a little jealous here. So far, I can't see how many voted yet, but 78% no. Probably just a few. Oh, we got enough votes. Yeah, okay. Most of you guys aren't there yet. And look, we definitely weren't early. We saw it early. We didn't do anything early, but the time to get out of there is when it's like 78% are already there. That's when it's different. Most of us aren't there. And I bet you that number is very similar to the rest of crypto Twitter. I bet you it is. I bet you out of all crypto Twitter, you do a poll, 75% of people, your typical degens, aren't over there yet. There's a good stuff. There's still money to be made over there. Probably worth some time, okay? When you see something like this, meme coin over there called Binance Life, translated, it's Binance Life, from 0 to 300 mil in 3 days. Stupid money. Stupid money to make over there. You guys saw it with virtuals. When you get ahead of that rush, which we did not, there's still a rush coming over there. There's still a lot more. I think 75%. When you get ahead of it, you get easy money. You get automatic money. It's so ridiculous. We did this in NFTs last cycle. Some of you guys did it with memes this cycle, early in the cycle. You've seen what it feels like. You get in there and you don't do anything different. You're just there early. That's it. You catch the wave. You ride that wave. You get easy, free, automatic money. You almost can't lose if you're there early. We got to start finding the early stuff. Mickey, I'm with you, dude. They're like, I love them. I've got big bets on the ordinals still, as down as they are. I especially think that's a good time to be betting on them. I love ordinals. My biggest conviction bets are almost all in ordinals. I believe in it like big time, man. Big time. All right, a couple quick headlines. Don't want to get over to the AI coins, but guys, we put this on the radar last week, I think. Just a little hint, right? That the Rug Radio token was going to equal Myriad token, right? It's going to be one of the biggest prediction markets out there. It is official. It's official now, guys. Did we touch on this yesterday even? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But yeah, officially, I think we did actually. Officially, your Rug token does equal Myriad. The rumor is it's 1-to-1. Even if supplies could be bigger on Myriad, your like one Rug token might equal 25 Myriad tokens. So if you have that token, man, I think you're going to eat. So heads up about that. They've already taken the snapshot. Don't go buy Rug. It's too late. Oh, dude. Super jelly. Love it, dude. I don't have an OMB. I want it. Want it, dude. Nice stuff. We saw a record sale in NFTs yesterday. This is incredible. You know, Jay Squiggle's always been so bullish on this specific edition. It's called Last Selfie. It's an edition of 10. Record sale for an edition art collection. This thing here sold for $2.6 million plus a CryptoPunk, and the value of that punk was almost $1 million. So, guys, in total, this sale was about $3.5 million. That's a record for an edition. We've seen individual pieces sell for that, like ones. We've never seen an edition sell for $3.5 million. What a monster sale. Part of why I'm still really bullish on the Pain Strategy token, by the way, it's the same artist, right? X copy. Crazy. $3.5 million. I think Cosmo bought it too, I think. Pointing out, actually, really interesting. 9 other holders saw the offer, and they all turned it down. So Jay Squiggle's been really consistent with this, saying that this collection, this one in particular, this piece, it's there's something special about it. It's just so in demand, and he thinks we're going to see. I would argue he would say this is, look, not cheap, but In 10 years, this will look cheap. And you got guys like Raoul Pal saying, yeah, Hoodie Punk. Yeah. Hoodie Punk. That's crazy. $3.5 million sale. Raoul Pal says that he believes this piece here is going to sell for 25 million bucks in the next decade. I wouldn't doubt it, man. Also, it's a man who's pumping his own bags for sure, but I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. X-Copy's, he's different. X-Copy's different. He's special. 80% not over on BSC yet. 25 mil in the next 10 years. I don't doubt it. Over to AI coins. Total market cap at 16.8 bill. Still not getting any traction, man. It's just we're almost completely flat over in the AI sector. As good as that number looks, right? It's still deceiving. I will keep pointing out that we're measuring USDT on Arbitrum here, and that shouldn't count. So 6.6 bill should be erased from here. We're at about 10.2 bill market cap. Fartcoin's back under 700 mil. Not great. That's a sign of Solana memes as well. That's not just AI. That's more of a Solana meme coin, but that's not a great sign. But that's our leading indicator. We watch for that to flip. We watch for that to start pushing back to a bill, and that's our sign that Solana memes are back on. Maybe AI too, right? But behind Fartcoin, we're looking at agents. IRC's up there, AIC, Toshi, and then Tibber. Still some solid market caps here, but yeah, we're just not seeing. We're not seeing the thing. We're not feeling the magic there. Over on Infrared's FET, Virtual, DCAI, IOTX, and Alt. Virtual down in the past 3 days as well, guys. 719 mil market cap. I don't know with Virtual. I'm rooting for him. Obviously, I'm rooting for him. We got our token. We got our agent in the Virtual's ecosystem. I'm rooting for him, of course. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm sold on Unicorn. I hope it works. I'm not sold on it. Oh, dude, I'm not even going to cover the Jupe thing, but brutal. Let's just say Jupe fired their intern, their Twitter manager, for an awful post. Dude, the community here is awful sometimes, right? Just awful. I'm not even going to put it up, but ridiculous. Over in DeFi, it's Venice on top, Banker, AI Tech, Olas, and Cortex. Oh, dude, the price is, yeah. I don't know how you come back, but also you could, but also who knows? But yeah, Jupe is kind of cooked right now. Yeah, I saw the chart yesterday. Brutal. And then lastly, Mindshare. We have Elsa AI on top here still. No TGE yet. Banker. Love that. Fartcoin, CXT, and Everlyn. Also no token yet. Dude, Virtual Mindshare is only up 1.3% with a major token or platform launch. Cats, I'll say this little. I mean, we're getting to it right now. I'm not super hyped for what's out there. I'm not. I want to be. I don't hope to be wrong about any of it because I'm not like. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, Unicorns live. Yay. So I told you guys that I thought some of the things we saw on the board already would be launching. Oh, right. So let me back up. Virtuals had their spaces yesterday. Cool spaces. They had some projects up that are launching on Unicorn. They had community up. Cats, awesome, made it on stage. Got some questions. Curious if you asked anything with like a cool answer, right? But so I mentioned that what we saw on the Genesis Launchpad, that some of them, if not all of them, would end up being Unicorn launches. But I also said we'll see something come first. Well, we're definitely seeing stuff come first. Not what I'm expecting or was expecting. Didn't have any specifics of who. I just knew that there was something else coming first. All that is true. I'm not liking anything I'm seeing here. Here's the Unicorn Launchpad right now. Multiple launches are going live. And guys, some of them are going live today. In 5 hours, Unicorn meme goes live. In 17 hours, Orion goes live. In 20 hours, Unicorn Hype goes live. And then the first legit launch we have, and I still wonder if there's one more coming, but there's a 24-hour period, so it can't really. But Hive Fury is the first legit launch we have on Unicorn. And I'll tell you this, Garbage, garbage, garbage. No offense if I'm wrong about these, right? Sorry. But a meme coin, somebody who just putting out a token to play with a launch pad, I hope nobody buys it. If you do, what? No, that's not true. I hope some people can win. What? I don't care. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger. And I think the same applies to Orion, just some type of AI trading agent. We've seen it a million times. I've not seen any that are really cooking. Even the good ones, I'm just not seeing anybody cooking. I'm just not seeing it. And so High Fury is the first one that, to me, looks solid. I'm not even going to say great because I don't know. More thoughts. I'm going to get into more thoughts about what we're seeing and what I think about it and why I don't seem so excited about it. That's not a High Fury comment. It's just in general, like everything we're seeing. But it is the first legit one that we're seeing, and people will bid on it, I think. But it's going to be at the mercy of the market tomorrow when it launches. Now, High Fury is the guest coming on tomorrow. So excited to chat with them, right? Founders coming on that stream tomorrow, not the morning stream. Tomorrow morning, we'll do kind of like this kind of show. That stream's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So looking forward to it. We'll get to see live how the token's moving, what he thinks of that new launch mechanic, dive into their project, right? I'm excited for that. But we have that. We have ATM by Baseball. I actually think this one's interesting. This one is actually kind of interesting. I'm not floored by any of it, though. I'm not. But it's interesting. ShopX as well. Like, it's okay. I'm not seeing anything that's just blowing me away, guys. I'm not. We do have like 4 other launches coming that got some attention, right? In that Spaces yesterday. The community's talking about it. AI Bet is one we already knew about. I don't know when their launch date is now. It might be what it was listed at before. It's not on the board though, so I don't know the exact date. But watching it, guys, it's in the world of prediction markets, which is great. They have a couple different ways you bet through it, or like flavors of betting, right? They have their own alpha. They have their own KPIs and alpha calls and signals. They have copy trading. And then they have betting on, I think it's some like insights into casino games, finding casino games where the odds might be more in your favor, right? So it's analyzing odds. It's analyzing these payout patterns. And it's finding these trends, and then it helps you with some short-term bets. I like it. I like anything right now. If you're looking for the sectors that are bringing money and attention, prediction markets. So anything that's a prediction market companion or tool that helps you bet in prediction markets, I like. AI Bet I'm interested in. It's one of the first ones I'm watching to say, well, let's see how this does. Let's see if the new launchpad mechanics, give you an edge. But I'm watching it because it's the only thing worth paying attention to. Out of this cluster, I'm going to show you. We've got like 4-ish total. Out of the 4-ish, it's one of those 4 that's worth at least watching. Okay, Mufasa, you summed up my feels perfectly with that. All of them are like, okay, no, I like it. I get it. Also, we've seen 50 iterations of this already, and none of them have really moved the needle. Some have a little bit, but there's nothing to be excited about with these things. And it's a bummer. I want to be excited about it, but I'm not sold. AI Bet, a little fresh, but not fresh enough. And I'm just not that excited. AMAI, you're looking at something actually kind of similar to, hang on, who is it? Who is this similar? This is kind of similar to Skynet, where you can build out a modular cluster. I like Skynet. By the way, Skynet's now implemented Swarm. I can't wait to show you that. We actually have something really, really spicy coming up with Skynet. Remember, we did a demo. You can take agents, or you can take skill sets. You combine them, and you build out your own agent that's using all these brains put together. So it's almost like building out your own swarm. I actually like the idea. But so far, have we seen that idea pay off? Have we seen somebody take that tool and build an agent or a platform that's actually like crushing it on trades? If we have, I haven't really seen it. And I imagine if they were crushing it on trades, we would see it and people would be flocking to it, right? If it really gives you an edge, I would expect we see it. So I don't know if it's just they're not crushing trades or I'm just totally missing it. You know what way I'm leaning though, right? That said, it still looks interesting. The idea still makes sense. I just don't know if these things, when they're actually assembled, if they actually do the job. I don't know. But again, the idea I like. build out your own custom swarm or brains and put it to trading. Now, I do wonder, these guys, all their demo materials was all that I like still, yeah. All their demo materials show them launching over on Sui. So I don't know what changed last minute to have them come over to virtuals other than, and I don't love this, other than, oh, well, there's some hyper attention there. Let's launch there. Let's launch over there because there's attention. If you're playing that, I get it. You have to play the attention game. But also, to me, sometimes it's like it doesn't speak to you believing in your product itself. You know what I mean? And I can't say that 1,000% because, like, you can believe in your product and still want to maximize attention. But yeah. So I'm keeping my eye on AMAI. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it's super hot. Maybe they actually will trade and make you a bunch of money. I hope so. I just hope that with all these things. But yeah. I mean, you see, as recent as what, a week ago, it's AMAI Sui. All of a sudden, it's base. So I don't know. I'm watching it. Okay, we also have I want to pull up their actual official account here. Hang on. Let me pull up the account. But Jeff CEO. Again, also interesting. And also, like, we've kind of seen versions of this. I'll get into what it is we're seeing. I want to find this tweet. Give me a quick second. Dude. Do I not have the tweet? Well, let's at least pull up the X account. Okay. This is part of ThirdFi. A big old DeFi platform ecosystem. There's actually a lot to this. It's kind of complicated. They've got a pretty lengthy white paper. There's all kinds of stuff on here. It's yield farming. They have a token that's coming out too, this Thirdify token. And you stake the token and you get this like V, whatever the token name is, V third or whatever. And then there's like 3 tokens in the mix here. It's a little overly complicated. I actually don't hate that too. I don't hate that at all. What's interesting is it's Jeff CEO, this agent that's managing the whole DeFi platform. I think that's interesting, right? I can't say anything more than that. It's interesting. I don't know if it works because I've just seen AI agents that don't do the job we're told they're going to do. And I know how these things hallucinate, and I don't think I would trust an AI agent running anything right now. But he's going to act as the official, like the CEO. He's going to run operations almost. He's going to guide him through all these different, areas of the business, reporting and revenue and risk management and like so many things. Now, what's kind of cool is he's incentive based, is in when he hits certain incentives, I think money goes to that agent, which means I'm assuming goes into buying back his token, something like that. I need these guys on the show because I want to talk through it. I want to talk through like what it means for you, like me, if we buy into this agent, what does it mean? But let me show you the platform if we can even click around. But I've read through the white paper. It's all like, again, it's neat. I don't know if it works. And I'm saying I literally don't know, but it's a DeFi platform, yield farming, trading, all that stuff run by an AI CEO. There's something there. It can work. But I don't believe it. I can't get excited for it yet because we haven't seen any of these work yet, right? We haven't seen the one that works, so now the competitors are coming. Like we're seeing in prediction markets, Polymarket works, Kalshi works, Limit, like they work. So now we're seeing so many competitors come up, and you would bet on them because you're like, oh, we know where this leads to. We don't know where this leads to. As of right now, this all leads to somewhere where it's like, well, I wouldn't even buy the main thing, right? For the most part. I'll tell you what, though, my gut says it is going to work. It's a matter of when. It's not an if thing. So I'm watching for the launch date of that, of Jeff CEO. I'm watching for the launch date of that. I do want to see how that does. I want to see if they can build up that momentum and hype, and if they can do a good job explaining how it's going to work and why it matters, because it might end up mattering. We'll see. But that's one of that cluster of agents that I'm watching for, and I'm hoping. It's not a great spot to be in that I'm just like hoping and watching. I'm not excited for any of this stuff. I wish I were. Now, out of all of these, High Fury is like maybe, they're all just a degree of interesting. ATM by Baseball, I actually think is pretty darn interesting. Maybe I'll play that video, but maybe I'll play it. But what you're looking at is an ecosystem or an agent that trades, what is this, 0 days to expire options. So options that are expiring same day, which have more automatic returns. It's just as you get closer to the expiration date time, your returns are going to get less to the point where it's very little. But you can farm those things. So you can farm them. And that's what this ecosystem and this agent is going to do. Just farm these 0 days to expire options. So you're looking at like a yield platform. They are going to have vaults or are working towards having vaults. So I'll say it again. Interesting. Am I excited for it? Have I seen versions of this that work so well that now we got to be excited about all the competitor platforms coming out? I'm not there. I'm just not there yet. And so then I'm a little worried that those are the ones to be looking forward to. And I'm not hyped about them. I don't sense that any of those are going to bring big money. I don't see anything else on the board that has me thinking big money's coming. I'm not feeling super optimistic about this. So we'll see. Pieces are all in place, right? Part of it's the market too. Like, it's fair to say that, right? Part's the market. Because traders don't know how to trade. Like, you just don't right now. You don't know where to bet. Oh, by the way, AI bet, now that I think about it, I don't know if they have an official launch date right now. I think it's actually delayed. And I think it's coming soon, but I don't think we have that official launch date. We did before. But yeah, how do these play out, guys? Temperature check. How are you guys feeling about Unicorn right now? And how do you guys feel about those projects that we're seeing? Are we I think we're probably on the same page. Hope they work. Hope something, is said on a Spaces or on a show that gets us hyped for it. But I don't see it yet. I don't feel it yet. And still, the biggest problem is traders. We have no idea how it's going to play out. Nobody knows. I could say I'm bullish on it, and I have no conviction in that. I don't know. I don't know how traders want to trade right now. I don't know how willing traders are with parting with money right now. We're questioning the cycle, right? We're questioning other people's exit strategies. We're questioning our own exit strategies. There's no belief out there. Nobody knows if there's upside, how long the upside lasts for. And it's mostly because these markets are so volatile, right? So all I can do is put them out there and we watch them live. It's like we're doing with the strategy tokens. All we can do is watch how they're working and adjust any kind of game plan we have. It's kind of all you can do. No confidence in anything on the board so far. I'm there. I can say I think they all have potential, but we've seen a ton of platforms with potential that still have a ton of potential, but like we got to see somebody execute. I'll say this, even some of the most successful projects I see out there that have like come through virtuals, I've questioned some of them in the revenue they're reporting. I have, and I still will. I still question a lot of that stuff. I'm not going to drop names, but some of it I'm like, yeah, I still don't know if you're doing the volume, pulling in the revenue you say you are. I'm not sure because I don't see it. Because if it were working, wouldn't everybody be trying to get exposure to it using the platform, buying your token? And I don't see it. AI bet can't integrate Kalshi, bearish for sports betting platforms since Kalshi has all the bet sporting volume. Yeah, good point. Unicorn's a test we won't know till like 2 weeks. Yep. Picasso, that's probably the best point. Right? It's like I'm saying, like on paper, the launch style sounds good. It sounds like it should work. You better have the projects, right? You got to have the projects, and And ultimately, then we see all we can do is wait and watch. And it's like the next round, a few weeks off, then we can really start getting a feel for, oh, this is hot. This is a hot launch, right? You got to play it because now we know how these ones played out, right? We just got to sit and watch, and it's kind of, there you go. Bet on the ones that are winners. I like that. And keep that in mind too. It's a great point, but loss harvesting does start ramping up as we get to the end of the year. It's actually right now people are starting to loss harvest. So yeah, dude, absolutely. It's a really good point. Some details we got from the virtual spaces. Okay, your staked V virtual or your staked virtual. So then your V virtual and the airdrops you're going to get for that every week, 2% of all the tokens at launch. This is what's fun, guys. You'll get your exposure to all these launches, all of them with your staked virtual. 2% of the supply airdrop to virtual stakers. You can sell them. There's no penalty anymore, which is great. I'm a big fan of that. So you can sell your airdrops, no penalties. The 3% that goes to active participants in virtuals, guys, it's for using the Butler. That 3% goes to using the Butler. They are driving everything through Butler. I think it's a mistake. I'm not really wanting to use Butler. Well, let me say that differently. I want to use Butler. I don't see any really big reason to use Butler yet, other than to farm tokens. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it just to get some tokens, but I don't know if that's the right decision to force people to use a thing, a product that they're not asking to use anyways. I don't think anybody's asking to use the Butler agent. So you don't have to. You just miss out on some airdrops. Not the biggest deal. But yeah, you're not going to get points or airdrops for tweeting, right? So none of the content mindshare stuff will matter. You're not going to get it for trading. I think that's a huge missed opportunity. To me, that 3% should have been for trading volume, not for, and actually still staking. I kind of believe that. Not for using Butler, but it's all Butler. They've not said they're going to unlock everybody's tokens, which I think is a big mistake too. Maybe they'll do that once points are completely out of, gone in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, points aren't going to matter anymore, right? No more points. I hope at that point they just auto unlock everybody's tokens. They should, and I don't think they're going to. Yeah, it just shows, you know what it shows, cats? And this to me highlights maybe the biggest problem. Virtuals looks at their biggest product as Butler. And I don't want to say I don't think it's a great product. I don't know because I'm not using it. I'm just saying what Butler has access to. I don't think there's any killer products there. But they're basically putting all their eggs in the Butler basket. And I kind of don't want it. That's not what I came here for. The other thing we learned is the tax. Right? So the 99% tax, I think it is. That 99% tax when these tokens launch, the rate it decays, right, drops to like 1%. It's over, I think, like an hour and a half. So it's decently quick, right? So we've got this hour and a half window where the tax goes down, down, down. Everybody's going to pick their spot to get in. That seems fine. No problems there. Yeah, but just all in all, I'm not seeing the killer launch. I'm not seeing the rewards dialed where I was hoping they would be. And right now, all the attention is elsewhere. It's not on AI coins and it's not on Base. That said, Base has got the biggest opportunity to turn around, and I believe it will, right? Part of playing virtuals right now is a bet on the Base ecosystem that more volume's coming, more users are coming, especially even as people try to farm and prep for a Base airdrop. So there's still a lot of potential here. If I sound negative, just being honest vibe-wise, I don't feel negative, right? I'm just not feeling excitement. And maybe that's the key thing. I don't feel excited about this, but I don't feel bad. I don't feel negative. I just want to feel excited for it too. I don't feel it. But I'm going to pay attention because I want it. Right? I want to get excited. I want this to work. So we'll stay on top of it. We'll keep covering it. We will start covering it a little different though. We'll keep getting the guests on the show. Might have a very cool, like a really, really cool sponsorship coming up here. Really cool one. That one I'm excited for. We'll keep covering this stuff. But we'll probably have a little change to format too, whether it's this show or it's a separate episode or whatever. Guys, it might just be this show. And when we bring guests on, I've already said the guest interviews will be shorter, probably more like 30 minutes. First 30 minutes covering market, second 30 minutes, interview. But I'm going to start putting a special focus on and bringing reoccurring guests with teams that we're working with, right? That CryptoSlam, SlamAI, Swarm are working with. So guests like MicroTrader and Arbus and Ethy and Skynet, and even virtuals who we're going to be working closer with too. The people that we are working with, collaborations, integrations with our tools, us using their tools, it's putting a focus on those and starting to push that direction. Support the builders who we're building with. So those are some of the names. There's a lot more, but I think you're going to start seeing some people come on the show and then come on more often to talk about what we're building. And that's going to get pretty spicy. So still cover the virtuals, everything, but a much bigger focus on what we're building and who we're building with. It's really, really important stuff. And it's almost like Mufasa's point, doubling down on the stuff that are winners. That's what we want to do too. I want to double down on the teams that we've got the relationship with and we're building with, and they deserve the eyeballs. And so we'll do that. All right, let's get to the NFT market here, boys. And then the strategy tokens. I'm excited for that. But quick look at the NFT market here. 25.5 mil in sales volume yesterday. Solid. Sellers way up. I mean, massively up. Geez. Damn near 2x. Buyers up as well. Transactions up. Average sale price way down. How about trade profits? Yeah, did not finish positive. Yeah, $500,000 in the negative yesterday there. Top collections in the past 24 hours. We're looking at volume. DX Terminal again, man. 3.4 mil. People farming the shit out of that collection, huh? Love this. Yeah, and we'll be chatting with the Predict Base team. I think we've got an interesting. I see an opportunity for a really interesting collab with those guys, especially when those live odds go live. Definitely something there. Mike, yep. I still think virtual's missing the one biggest thing, which is, and I think they're doing this, but ramping up supporting. Yeah, dude, Drop King, everybody's it's OpenSea farming. Yep. Anyway, DX Terminal on top, Max Payne. You know why. Moonbirds, CryptoPunks, D-Market, Pudgies, Bored Apes, Lil Pudgies, GVC on the move again. Their launch coming, and Milady Maker. That is your top 10 in NFTs. Yeah, what? Top sale on Solana yesterday, Jew.Sol. Grail. Absolute grail. Over in NFTs too, just two things to put on your radar as far as big launches coming up. You guys know Dutch Tide. I hope you know Dutch Tide. Phenomenal freaking artist. Got to meet him and know him from years back through NFT boxes. Phenomenal artist. Launching his newest collection. This is 4 years in the making, guys. So following the Midnight Breeze collection again years ago. Phenomenal collection. Has got the ETH Cabal behind him now. I guess 3 years ago, whatever. New collection, Fragments of the Lonely Road, coming on the 16th. What is that? That is next Thursday. Dude, he does these landscape animated. Well, I don't think the old ones were animated, actually. Landscape, really cool, anime-ish type. I don't know, like a banner. They're freaking incredible. They're incredible. I wish I could play the music for you, but they're just beautiful hand drawn. There's some kind of generative element to this too. These will sell out and they'll actually do really well. They'll do really well. He's got when we talk ETH Art Cabal, he's got those guys backing him now. He does big time. So that'll do well. Tomorrow is the Quine, whatever. I should show it a little more respect and get the name right. But the Larva Labs mint tomorrow, the final Art Blocks curated collection. It's going to be a big one. Starts at 0.25 ETH. 500 edition collection. It's like 470 or 80 or whatever of them actually go up for auction tomorrow. So starting at a quarter ETH, they're probably going to go for 2.5. Right? Those are going to cook. So those are the two biggest mints coming up, and they'll both do phenomenally. But yeah, this one, if you've got a Midnight Breeze, I imagine you get a whitelist spot. You may even get a free mint. I don't know, but yeah, these are. Yeah, Peter loves this guy, so yeah, maybe Peter will get in on that. Anyway, we'll watch that. We'll check it out next week. If I'm liquid enough, I'll mint it if I can, because it'll do well, and I love the guy. So there we go. Quick look at floor prices. And when we look at these floor prices, all we're thinking about is the strategy tokens, right? Because they're the biggest thing impacting NFT floors right now in volume. Max Payne, we saw it on the CryptoSlam rankings. Floors down to 0.85. Guys, it hit 1.5 yesterday. All thanks to the strategy token. Also wrecked because of the strategy token. Max Payne, it's perfect. It's perfect. People wrecked again. Checks also moving here. Down almost 20%. Also because the strategy tokens. Got a little something about that here coming up. I don't know. We're just feeling this out still. We're just kind of like we're doing the virtual stuff, waiting, watching, kind of planning. Node Monks down to 0.06. They are not folding like the puppet strategy. And they've actually, wow, they're down 14% to 0.026. Yeah, it's just looking rough in NFTs right now. I still expect a big turnaround. I do. I still expect NFTs to get very, very pumpy. I do. I really do think that's coming still, especially art. You know my thoughts. I think it's going to get very hot in art. So I'm bullish on Max Payne. But yeah, those Max Payne, we got to watch it live. We got to play in it live. So yesterday, we were supposed to get check strategy yesterday. In fact, hang on. Where's my tweet here? Yeah, we were supposed to get check strategy yesterday. The Max Payne Payne strategy was supposed to be today. And an hour before the check strategy was supposed to go live, we get a tweet from TokenWorks saying, hey, not checks today, Payne today. So with a 1 hour heads up, a lot of people probably had to change up their game plan, right? Some people get liquid right before, so people had to maybe scramble, get liquid for the Payne drop. We were planning to get in the Payne drop. I was. Luckily, I was liquid enough to be able to do it. But yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. Reason being, too, guys, and this is actually really cool. I'm actually really interested in this. This is something I was hoping for, like big time. The way that Goblin Town tweaked the way that their strategy token worked, and we'll peek at Goblin Town. Actually, let's peek while we're talking here. Goblin Town tweaked how theirs worked, where, right, they buy NFTs. They don't list and resell the NFTs. They burn them. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, we might get some projects that like actually implement the token, which would be super cool. And actually, okay, getting a little ahead of myself here, but I actually think the Good Vibes team might really embrace the token, like might make it their token. I hope, dude. I think that's really possible. I think teams that don't have a token might see these launch and they'll say, that's our token. If you want to trade a fungible token of ours, it's this right here. So we got word yesterday. I love this. Jack Butcher delayed the launch yesterday. So Jack Butcher, the artist behind checks and so many other iconic collections, delayed the launch because he wants to do something. I don't know what, but do something unique with the contract. Jack requested a custom contract. That might have to do because his collection has like burns or migrations or whatever, right? There's like an evolution to the collection. Might just have to do with that. Or Jack's really clever, man. Jack is super. Jack might want to do something special with a coin and like bake it more into the ecosystem. I have a feeling he's going to do that. So all of a sudden, check strategy is something we need to watch really closely. If Jack says, hey, this is now, we're going to consider it like an official token and it plays into the mechanics of the collection, that token might absolutely cook. It might. Jack Butcher's got so much motion, right? Like that might cook. We got to watch check strategy now. Have to. That drops today. That comes in 3 hours. 2 hours. I don't think I'm playing it, guys, but I'm watching it because I think that one all of a sudden, kind of out of nowhere, has like big potential. But seeing Jack is wanting to do something with it, love that. Need more of that. And I think Good Vibes, which is tomorrow, might do the same. I don't think they're going to do any contract wizardry. I don't think anything like that. But I think they'll say it's our token. That's what I think. So Payne strategy launched yesterday with a couple changes, just one major change. But the one major change is it didn't launch with a 95% tax. It launched with a 99% tax, right? So if you bought right at the start in the first minute and you spent $100, you got $1 worth of token. Yikes. That said, guys, I played the token and I got in really early because I just crunched some numbers. We've been doing this together. But 5 minutes in, I bought in. At a 95% tax, I bought in. And I didn't go hard at it. I think I threw like 220, 250 bucks, nothing crazy. 0.05-ish ETH, something like that. But I'd calculated out where it would need to be to break even and then be in profits. I think where it's at right now, it's not great. I think I'm at break even, maybe just under. And I still think this one's going to do awesome, by the way. I do. So I'm in it. I'm happy with where I got in. There's no perfect time. Well, there is, but you're going to find the perfect time kind of in hindsight. Depends where the market cap is, like right at that moment. And you kind of are at the mercy of the market. But I was watching this. It was hanging around, I'm trying to think, 150. Here, if I put this on 5 minutes. Again, got in really early. So right around here, it was like right around 200K-ish. So I just ran some numbers. I'm like, okay, I'll be break even, at this level. I'm like, I'm good with that because I think we're going to get what I think we'll see this token at 10, 15, 20 mil. Right? I still do believe that. I do. And in fact, I can still see the scenario where it's higher. I actually think these are, a lot of people think this is all cooked. I don't. I think the strategy tokens are going to do really well, especially Punk strategy, especially that one. I think it's going to do really well. I still think a billion's in play for Punk strategy. But if that does that, then I think a lot of these kind of come up with it. So anyway, got in here. Let me even see where we're at. If I'm break even or not. Again, 0.05. Let's see. I am even now. Here's the thing. 10% tax. So actually, if I sell now, I am going to be like almost dead even or down the tiniest bit. Pretty happy at this level, guys. I'm pretty happy seeing this token sitting at what? What are we at? 2.9? Am I reading that right? 2.9. I think this is going to live at 6, 7, 8, 10 mil. I do. I think this has got upside. And for a minute there, and it was looking pretty spicy, got up to just about 5 mil. I was up there at almost 2x. And that's what I played this for. Get skin in the game, trade one of these at launch for the first time, figure out if getting in early and taking that huge tax hit was worth it. For me, it was. Could have played it way better, right? There's a better place you could get in. I think people found that there was maybe I got the tweet up here still. People ran the numbers and they found that 75 minutes after launch is the sweet spot. You can't apply that to every launch. Every launch will be different. Depends where it's at. Depends how high the market cap is. But again, I was really comfortable there. At 200K, I'm like, I believe it's going to be a $5-10 million token. I'm not going to lose. You can lose, of course. But I didn't believe I'm going to lose, and I didn't. And I don't believe I'm going to. I'll use that info to start tweaking the formula, tweaking the game plan for the GVC token, because I am going to get in the GVC token. I'm going to sit out checks, which I think might be a mistake. I think checks might do something really cool, and we learn what Jack Butcher's doing. It might be really cool. It might be really hot. In fact, I just said I'm not going to play checks. I might do checks. I might. I'm going to be watching it. I think checks might be an opportunity. Interesting. Okay, Alzar, you got in around 700. Dude, okay, hang on. Let me check. I want to see if we can guess. Don't tell me yet. I don't want to hear your tax. I want to see if we can guess around what tax you paid. 700. Okay. So I'm guessing you got around 60, 65% tax. Does that sound about right? 700K market cap, like a 65-ish percent tax, which puts him break even here. There we go. So guys, there's so many ways you can play it. So he got in later, he's break even. He paid less tax, break even here. And I got in very early, got way less tokens, but also break even here. I don't think there's a wrong way to play this. There's a perfect way to play it. And you can only get that perfect way if you're sitting and crunching the numbers, or you've got this meticulously planned out ahead of time, you can probably figure out that perfect place. And it just depends. You may not even get the perfect opportunity. If it moves too fast, it may not be there. But there's a lot of places you can get in and win still. So if we're both at break even right here, I mean, awesome. I just see a ton of upside on this thing. That's all I see. Tons of upside. I don't hate getting in that early and taking that big old tax hit. I don't. I would probably do it again, but we'll think and we'll tweak it. Tomorrow, oh dude, I was gonna say tomorrow we could do the Vibe one live. Darn. We're gonna have our guest on tomorrow, which will be awesome. But dude, I was planning on streaming Vibe Strategy live. Can't now. So you know what? Maybe with Vibe Strategy, we'll go live right after our High Fury stream. Because I do want to play Vibe Strategy. Oh, shit. All right, well, that's going to make it tricky to trade if I'm going to be live. Oh, no. I'm getting my times mixed up. Our stream is at 1 p.m. These go live at 12. Okay, we might stream this live still tomorrow. Yeah, we might stream Vibe Strategy live. But check strategy again today. As much as we learn from Pain Strategy, we'll learn from Vibe, from check strategy. The new mechanics might make it really hot. Really hot. Jack Butcher's just a dude, man. That token might do very, very well. So we'll watch. Okay, some tweaks to how they're launching these. Let me bring you through some of this stuff. We got to get moving. Other people believe, by the way, dude, and I get why they do. I do. But D-Farmer bought 1% of the Pain Strategy supply. Love it. That's conviction. We'll skip that. But Beanie talking flywheel. We can skip this too. Somebody, I guess Gob Strategy was kind of broken. It's fixed. It doesn't matter right now. Roto coming up with some strategy stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's awesome. It doesn't matter. Seed phrase is right here. This is, we're starting to feel, as we said, we got to keep doing. We see these things come out, then we reevaluate how we're playing them. Well, after we've seen all these strategy tokens come out, we get to evaluate it. We say, there might be too many of these coming out because they're all cannibalizing from each other, right? People are taking their wins in one token, rolling it to the next. Is it sustainable? Maybe right now it's not. Seed phrase saying scarcity and curation matters. If NFT strategies are just exit ramps for old bags, and we're talking the NFT side, I do need to talk about that too. What value are we creating? Yeah. Need to evaluate who gets a strategy and not pre-announce. I would love it if these were stealth launches. Because what happened in Max Payne, because it was announced, and this happened across the board, people bought these all the way up. They pushed these to 0.12 prior to the strategy token launch. And when the token launched, they go sweep them up, right? So the token itself swept these up to 1.5, and they looked like they'd push up to 2. I actually messaged Henry. I'm like, I wonder if these even get to 3. But because so many people had bought ahead of time with the plan to dump, that's it. They're just planning to dump these things. Well, it's exactly what happened. These dumped all the way down to like 0.7. They went from 1.5 to 0.7 within minutes. And that's what happens if you announce it and you start seeing, you don't have people that believe in stuff here. You've got traders, and that's fine. We're all traders too. Different degrees of traders, but it's a game, and some people are only here for the game. Back to the whole supply conversation, though. The game doesn't work with the kind of supply we have if everybody's playing it that way. So, yeah, I think these need to be stealth launches. I think there needs to be fewer of them. And I actually think that's what's coming. Seed phrase is right about that. Okay, so the schedule, check strategy today, GVC tomorrow, and then a break, dude. I don't think the Milady one is coming yet. Either they scrapped it or it's not coming this week. But here's the founder of TokenWorks. Grateful for the feedback. Network's getting stronger. I agree with all that. There's more holders of these tokens, right? The holders is growing. We're proceeding with the next 2 launches, and then they're going to revisit the frequency of releases after. I like it. Do one a week and don't announce them. Launch them. Just launch them. Nobody can front run the collection. And if you can, you're just guessing. Although, I'll bet you we're going to see a whole bunch of insider trading. That's what we'll see, which is a bummer too. I bet you we see that. Yeah, dude, now that I think about it, I am sure the team's going to tell all their buddies and they'll pack their bags. We're going to see a ton of insider trading. So we're going to go look at Magic Eden And some random day, we're going to see a collection like just gigapump. And we'll be like, okay, they got a strategy token coming, which sucks, but it's how it works. So yeah, hang on. What did Tropo say here? Solution. No new launches until Punk strategy market cap. Oh yeah, cool. Above 1,000x Punk's floor. Above 1,000x Punk's floor price for the previous 24 hours. Hang on. Does that actually make sense? That might. I'd be cool with anything like that. You know, it's all made up rules anyways. But anyway, I like it, dude. I like it. I'm still really bullish on Punk strategy. Like I said, when you can't figure it out, when you can't like crunch the numbers and value the thing, that's where the magic is. That's where you speculate these things to just somewhere ridiculous. I like it. I like it. All right, last couple stories here. OpenSea keeps, dude. I mean, they are loading up that prize pool. They're loading up that reward pool with so much good stuff. They added a Bored Ape, a Pudgy, a Squiggle Doodle, GVC, all kinds of stuff. Cliff, building an agent to launch on virtuals. Need a little help. Cliff, DM me on X. Send me a DM. Let me see if I can help get you connected. Dude, a lot of good NFTs. I got a comment for the Kong boys, by the way. Okay, a lot of good NFTs, and also on my fucking pickle. Dude, I've got one of those in a wallet somewhere. Jesus Christ. Forgot all about them. They added a lot of good stuff. I then saw, I love Kong's, obviously. Kong's, his family. That's like home turf. Okay, but I see a little too much of Kong's putting out in public, like the disrespect and why is OpenSea not buying Kongs? And there's a degree I get that. There's a degree I get it. But like when that's the response to everything, like Kongs do this a lot. It's these guys didn't say our name when they mentioned the top collections and we're the OGs and we did this then and we had the highest floor price. All of it's true. All of it's true. But if you're doing that all the time, at some point you got to self-reflect a little more and just say, well, why is there a reason everybody's skipping us? And some of that is you and it's optics and it's, what you have going forward. And if people aren't feeling it, that's not like necessarily a disrespect thing. It's you gotta maybe make some changes too. So I saw these tweets about OpenSea and I didn't love it because I thought OpenSea has been supporting a bit more. And yes, there's other projects they're clearly supporting even more, like way more. And so maybe the balance is out of whack. I'm saying maybe. I don't know. I just know at some point, if the stuff on X is always the how dare you, I can't believe it. Right? If that's always the thing you're putting out there, that doesn't help. It doesn't help. It might be true, but it doesn't help. And at some point, it starts changing the way people look at you. It does. People start being like, come on, guys, like always so negative. Like you kind of maybe just got to eat that stuff and then look at how you improve your optics. Like you got to improve the optics then. If you want them to pay attention, well then hire a marketing guy, hire somebody who's going to go get you attention where people can't deny you. That's what I would take away from the constant disrespect. And it might be that, right? But the takeaway for that is make sure, like, make them respect you. Do something that they respect where they can't ignore you. So it should be a challenge. Cliff, I don't have that verification thing on. Oh, Cliff, hang on. Make sure you can DM me on my personal account. Sorry, man. Unless you were trying, but I don't have verified only, I don't think. Trying to keep it real, man. I'll just always give the I'm bullish on everybody and I'll be like super honest with everybody. So I think Kongs need to take it as an opportunity. Like, man, okay, I think that means we need to do better in this front. Yeah, hit me up here. Yep. So we'll see. I'll chat with them too. Like I'll chat with them. Okay. This is a personal thing, but I think most of you guys know. Starting, I believe next week, CyberKongs are launching an official show, a once a week show. I think it's going to be on Wednesdays. I'll be hosting. Can't wait. I think it's Wednesdays. Me and Henry are going to host that show. I'll tell the guys. I'll be really straight up with them. I want to keep it really real, but I understand the optics thing. When I'm on air talking Kongs and stuff, I'm not putting out negative stuff. It's always bullish and we're the best. And you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do the negativity thing. Because marketing, I get how the vibey thing works. Luna, it's called because all your Solana criminal friends came over, dude. All the Solana crimesters are over in BNB now. All right, last updates. YZI Labs. This is Binance, right? Formerly what? Binance Labs announced a $1 billion builders fund. Love it. Doubling down on the founders in the BNB ecosystem. Dude, BNB, token all-time high. All the attention over there. Aster, everybody's giga bullish on Aster again all of a sudden. Beautiful stuff. Cannot deny BNB. Would love to see the NFTs make a comeback. I'll tell you that. We track them. Would love to see a big old comeback here. Would love it. Fight LLC is going to launch a $200 million digital asset treasury to buy up Trump token. I like it. And then, guys, something to be watching for today. I don't know if this is related to the MASK token. I don't know if this is something else entirely. I don't know. But a cryptic tweet from MetaMask. Ride the bull with MetaMask. This was yesterday they tweeted that. Whatever this is today. Oh, well, there it is. Perps are now live. Okay, you can start trading perps on MetaMask Mobile. And rewards coming soon. All right. Perps are live. MetaMask rewards are on the way. Oh, and we'll be launching an exclusive Polymarket integration. Look at these boys cooking. Fix your fucking wallet, though, guys. My wallet doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it's the worst wallet I've ever touched. It's not even close. It's laggy. It doesn't load. Then again, I've got like 70 wallets, 70 accounts. It might be that. But it's trash, guys. Please put like, you're giving away 30 million in Linea rewards. Can you put like 1 mil of that towards your wallet? Would be sweet. Right, Luna. Then again, MetaMask should be the last place you swap tokens, and yet I swap tokens directly in MetaMask. It just shows, guys, like most people just go for convenience. Price doesn't matter. Actually, this is a lesson we keep learning over and over. We don't care about fees. We don't care about, we'll overpay fees if it's convenient. I will swap right in the MetaMask wallet at a worse exchange rate with more fees just because I can just do it right there. Ridiculous. I should use Ravi, but that means I have to go take that extra step and import the wallet. Wouldn't be me. No, I should. I really should. Okay. Stay tuned. Tweaks to the show that I'm very excited for. The focus on builders that we're working with, getting to show off our tools. In fact, that's probably coming really soon. Getting to show off our tools. Getting to show you the Slam terminal. I think that's the right way to put it, I think. Don't quote me on it, right? But I get to get my hands on and start showing that off soon. I can't wait. There's some really spicy things coming, man. And I'm excited for that. So stay tuned here. Times won't change for the show. If anything, there'll just be extra shows like all week long. So we'll probably have that. 2 shows tomorrow, maybe even 3 if we stream the Vibe Strategy. So we got our morning show 9 a.m. Eastern time. We might go live for Vibe Strategy or Vibester at noon Eastern time. And then at 1 p.m. Eastern time, on with the, Swarm Fury team. I can't wait. That should be awesome. And then we'll dive more into the Virtuals Unicorn launches. I hope some of them cook. I do, man. All right, like the show before you get out of here. Subscribe over on CryptoSlam on YouTube. And make sure you're following SlamAI_XYZ. All the big stuff's coming here. Oh, okay, hang on. Whoa, I lied. Do not go. Do not go. I'm just gonna put on your radar. I'm just putting on the radar, like, what direction. I'm trying to even think of the best way to put it, guys. It's why I'm so bullish on our shit. This is now the second tweet I've seen in the past week speaking about this. Easy saying it. If you want exposure to prediction markets, buy the tokens for the analytics and tools now. The analytics and the tools that are going to power prediction markets. These prediction markets need on-chain data, and they need it to be accurate and trustworthy. They need it. So with that said, go follow SlamAI_XYZ and check out the white paper about the data. And then just imagine what that data will be powering. There you go. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye.